Go ahead.
All right, guys, this week we're going to give a little tip about chipping around the putting clock here. This time of year, we've had so many days in a row where it's been in the 90s, even 100 degrees today. And what happens is we have to water our greens so much more to make sure that they don't burn up. And then in turn, they start getting much softer. So we see in late June, all the way through July, and through August, depending on the weather, we'll see our greens get much softer. So one thing that we will see is more ball marks. So we want to make sure that everybody's fixing their ball marks. But the other thing we'll see is when we're around the green, our chip shots are going to react much differently than they did in May and April when the greens were a little bit more firm and running out a little bit more. So with the greens being softer, maybe a touch slower because of the heat, I'm going to change the shot that I'm going to hit. I have 3 wedges here, a 58-degree wedge, which I would normally use right around this green. I have a 54-degree wedge, and I have a 50-degree wedge, okay? So on this shot, instead of using my 58, when I use my 58 on this shot, a lot of the times I'm going to get that ball is going to check up a little short of the green. I'm going to hit it too high, it's going to check up a little short of the pin. So instead, I'm going to take a very similar swing with my 50-degree wedge, okay? So I'm going to stand up, that ball about in the middle of my stance. Don't want to get too far back in the stance so I hit down on it. I want to keep that ball about in the middle of my stance and make about that same swing, trying to fly at that same distance, but now with my 50-degree, this ball is going to roll out a little bit more and roll out to the hole. So when you get up around the greens now, start using a little bit less loft. Whatever club you were using, I would use at least 1 club less so that you see that shot go a little bit lower and roll out a little bit. We get some of that check to come off of the chip shots here around the greens.